toy in the distance.
Let's act like we saw. What was your favorite part of Hearst Castle, guys?
It's just such a gorgeous view of the ocean.
It's
gorgeous.
Beautiful, especially the pillars. We thought the Greco-Roman architecture.
Yeah, and the tapestries on the wall were...
tapestries.
Right? Weren't those like a highlight of the tour?
I thought the tour, they were just really, really polite.
Hello, Trojans. Here we are, Trojan Arcade, coming to you from the PlayStation Experience in San Francisco, California. Made it up here after a 12-hour drive, ready to check out some developers, check out some games, and check out the keynote. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Arcade at the PlayStation Experience. We are lucky enough to talk with Mr. Adam Boyes.
Hi.
Very nice. We just saw you at the keynote. I guess what were your thoughts going into the keynote for your presentation?
I always get super nervous, so my hands get super clammy. But in general, I just love all the secrets that we get to spread out to the fans. That's such a great part of it. I mean, our team works so hard to get all those secrets and build them up, and then throwing them out there to the fans and see their reaction. Super fun.
That's wonderful. And were there any of the games in particular that you were introducing? Is there one in particular that you were like, oh, I can't wait to tell everyone about this one?
Totally. I think there was so much. Like seeing the new Uncharted stuff was great. I think a lot of the great secrets of like, Ace Combat 7, Kuni 2. I loved Paragon at the end. Epic Games making a new MOBA. It's just so amazing. So that was a super cool highlight for me.
Wonderful. And do you plan on like tracking down any demos on the show floor? Like, what are you?
Well, one of the perks of my job is I get to go around before everyone gets here and play a lot of the stuff beforehand. So yeah, I just want to meet the fans because everyone came here. The difference between like this show and E3 is very much trade and media, and so it's not all the people. So many people like sacrifice their own paychecks to come here to San Francisco, to come to PSX, and I just love finding out their stories, what their favorite things are, and that's my favorite part about PSX.
Yeah, because they're a devotion to the PlayStation.
Absolutely, and without them, we're useless. We're not successful. Yeah.
I'm a professional, and this is what we do, and this is so wonderful, and I'm so glad we got to be here, and I'm ready to play some games, meet some fans. It's so great. PlayStation Experience, and we were very lucky enough to run into Gus Sorolla from Rooster Teeth.
Hey.
I'm a huge fan, and very cool to meet you, Gus. Very cool to meet you walking around the PlayStation Experience floor. You were there for the keynote, right? Did you watch it?
I saw the keynote earlier today.
Was there anything in the keynote? I mean, I saw you mentioned 100-foot robot golf.
Yep.
Anything else in the keynote that kind of made you jump out of your seat and made you super excited?
Of course, the Final Fantasy VII remake gameplay was awesome. 100-foot robot golf was incredible. I was really curious about Paragon, the Epic Games MOBA that they closed with. I mean, just a ton of really good stuff, I thought.
Yeah, Paragon
and also,
looks really interesting.
The Res remake, which I think Came out of nowhere.
That was kind of, oh, okay, there's colors and we're moving now and there's VR headsets. This is amazing. So having seen the keynote, are there any demos in particular you're kind of hunting out, or are you just going to see what happens?
I was most curious to see the PlayStation VR demo, which I already did. That was actually
awesome.
really good. This was my first time putting the VR headset on.
Right.
And even with glasses, I thought it was really comfortable.
Which game did you
I
try
did
out
World
in
War
VR?
Toons,
Oh, okay.
which was like a World War II FPS, but very cartoony.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but I was really impressed with the way the headset worked.
Wonderful. All right, so you got to try out the headset, which is very cool. Anything else, or are you just kind of going with the flow?
There's an indie game called Destiny that I may go check out.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Not very many people have heard of that one, but we'll see.
But I'm glad an indie game like that is able to make it to something like this.
Gotta support them.
Any final thoughts on your hopes for how your experience here is going to be?
I hope it is fun and drunk.
Those are the two best things you could possibly be. All right, Gus, thank you so much for talking to us. Pleasure to meet you.
Good meeting you.
All right, we had a wonderful day here. We got to meet some wonderful fans, play some really cool games. It was nice to play Battlefront. Finally get to check out the Battle of Jakku. Met Adam Boyce, who's a very nice fellow. Got to meet Gus Sorolla from Rooster Teeth. That is still life-changing. Again, this is Trojan Arcade coming to you from the PlayStation Experience in San Francisco. And now we have to drive all the way back to LA.